Good morning, Theo here, and today we're going to talk about one of the things that I have been waiting for, you know what, I've lost track of how many years it has been that I have been waiting for this remake to actually happen. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, all that jazz, like the video, share it, leave me a comment, let me know what you think down below about everything and anything. I'd love to hear from you. And, you know what? Let's just get into it, shall we? So we're going to talk about a couple of things today, because Square has recently released that they are pushing back a couple of the games that they have in the works, which is honestly totally fine by me. Of course, the first one here is going to be Marvel Avengers by Crystal Dynamics. So, you know, I've seen some of this. I kind of like what I see. It doesn't seem really all that bad. When it comes to superhero games, it really is kind of hard to find a decent one out there. And when I get a chance to get a hands on, you know, things where I can play as, say, Iron Man or something like that, you know, Wolverine stuff, I really enjoy it. Although Wolverine's not going to be in the game, but anyway, I'm thinking of an older game. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I like Marvel vs. Capcom so much, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I'm a real fan of those games, is even though it's a fighting games aren't exactly my forte, but I do enjoy having the ability to pick from all these heroes across the, you know, spectrum of Marvel comics and Capcom's libraries of games and stuff. So, you know, playing these games, they're a lot of fun. There was one, I can't remember its name right now. It was sort of like Diablo-esque. Somebody else can tell me what it was. I played that for a bit, really enjoyed that for a while. But yeah, it's just really hard to find a decent one. And this one seems to be all right. May not be top tier, but time will tell, of course. But it has been pushed back as a result. And they've released this thing here. Oh, Crystal Dynamic, our ambition at Crystal Dynamic, our ambition has always been to deliver the ultimate Avengers gaming experience. In order to achieve that goal, we have made the difficult decision to move the release date of Marvel Avengers to September 4th, 2020. And that's almost a 4-month. It's like a 3.5, something like that, month extension to what they're going to need. As fans ourselves, and an honor of privilege to work with these legendary characters, and we know that these superhero means to us, and true believers around the world. When we set out to bring our vision of Marvel's Avengers, we're committed to deliver an original, story-driven campaign, engaging co-op, and compelling content for years to come. To that end, you will spend the additional development time focusing on fine-tuning and polishing the game to a high standard of our fans expect and deserve. The worldwide team working at Marvel sincerely appreciates the support you've shown us. We thrive on your enthusiasm and feedback, and we can't wait to show you more. We apologize for the delay. We're confident it will be worth the wait. Signed CEO of Studios Crystal Dynamic, Ron and Scott. And you know, I'm okay with that. But I can't figure out how to make this thing auto repeat anyway. So it's just gonna give me a list of things of you should watch this. But you know, that's fine. When it comes to delaying a game, I don't see too much of an issue with it, depending on what the delay, of course, is for. And we've also got the same thing going on with Final Fantasy over here. Hello, Square. But we know that so many of you are looking forward to release of Final Fantasy VII Remake and have been waiting patiently to experience what we have been working on in order to ensure we deliver a game that is in line with our visions and the quality that our fans who have been waiting for deserve. we have decided to move the release date to April 10th, 2020. We are making this tough decision in order to give ourselves a few extra weeks to apply final polish to the game and to deliver you the best possible experience. I, on behalf of the whole team, want to apologize to everyone, as I know this means waiting for a game just a little bit longer. Thank you for your patience and continued support. And then, of course, the producer, Yoshi. Final Fantasy Remake will be available on PS4 April 10th, 2020. And, you know, I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't really think anybody should have much of a problem when it comes to a video game. I prefer my game to get delayed for a bit if it means fixing the bugs, polishing it up, making it presentable to a better degree than getting something that gets released in a state that you're looking at going, this should not have been released yet. And we've seen it happen a lot in the AAA industry, a lot lately, especially when you have yearly releases where they're just barely doing a whole lot with it. They're just more or less updating rosters or something. Maybe a few things here and there. Maybe it's a completely different story or whatever. But other than that, for the most part, it's almost the same gameplay, and it's the exact same thing as the previous version, except for they've got it monetized worse now. So and I do have my own concerns when it comes to the Final Fantasy Remake, especially in the way of monetization. When they were showing off what they had available, or what they the thing that you could pre-order availability and stuff like that. When it comes to, if you pre-order, you get these summon materials and all this other stuff, and I have my concerns with that. I did a video on it a while back when I first ran across it, of course. And so I do have my concerns with the game, but at the same time, I've been waiting so many years for this thing to actually come about that I think I can give it another month or so of time to wait for this game to officially release, to the point that I can get my hands on it and play it. I'm still not too keen on this whole idea of not having the whole game in one go. Just seems to be getting it in episodes, and I'm not a huge fan of that at all. Unfortunately, that's what they've decided to do. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But other than that, the game is going to be delayed. It's going to be delayed about a month, and I guess the more concerning part about this now is what all is releasing around it, because you're going to have Cyberpunk 2020 coming out like 7 days later. If let's see, what was it? It was 10th, right? Yeah, so on the 17th, Cyberpunk 2020 is going to come out. There's another game that's going to come out on the 4th, and I can't remember what it is, and I lost the tweet. That kind of made me go, oh, this might not be very good, because all three of these games, among others, are going to have to compete for a very close proximity launch. And that never helps when you've got anticipated titles such as Final Fantasy VII and Cyberpunk all launching at around the same window, because usually that cuts into the sales, because not everybody can go out and get both games, unless they've pre-ordered it and paid it up throughout the year or something. But some of us, of course, do that. We'll go out and we'll buy all three, all four, all five anticipated games for that month. And more power to you if you got the expendable cash to do so. I don't. So it's going to be one of those. I'm going to have to flip a coin or do a pull out of the hat to see which one I want to get. But with Final Fantasy, of course, in the loop, probably won't have to actually do that. I'll just save my money, wait for the other stuff to eventually go on sale, just miss out and get this, of course. And I guess that's about all there is to say on that. Marvel Avengers has been pushed back. And, you know, this is the first delay in the game, so there's nothing really too wrong with that. However, of course, if we start getting delay after delay after delay, there might be some cause to concern to think about, you know, what's actually going on behind the scenes, because there could be some bad mismanagement and other things going on at about that time. So, but, you know, Square and stuff is usually pretty good at doing their stuff. I'm a pretty big Final Fantasy fan anyway. I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd. Have been for years. Been waiting for this thing. I don't even remember how long. Ever since they did that tech demo. Like, yes, sweet, we're getting Final Fantasy VII redone version. Never got it. So, you know, I'm waiting for it patiently. This is about all I can do at this point in time. But let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.